Anonymous account 514 said, I disagree with the man booking everything for the trip because a man doesn't have the sensibilities to choose the best room, the best hotel, the best seats on the plane, the best activities, because men are accustomed to discomfort. We are okay with things not being perfect. So I say the man is responsible for funding the trip, but the woman should feel empowered to select the plane, hotel room, and activities. What are your thoughts on that?
One,
okay.
He's basically like saying that he like doesn't care enough. Mm-hmm. Like he's trying to like appear so incompetent about picking these things.
Yeah.
When that's not true, because I mean, you're not him and he's not you, but when we have to sit in some cramped airplane seats,
yeah,
you know, I'm sure if we could have picked something else, you would have picked those for your comfort.
Right.
You know, like I can't see this guy just shoving into some small airplane seats and being like, this is great. I'm having a blast. And then I love how he's trying to convince women it's empowering to make these decisions. Like he's kind of manipulating the whole situation. He's basically saying, like, he's trying to use this weaponized incompetence. Like, men can't do this. Like, men can't plan a nice vacation because they don't care about these things.
Right.
Like, saying that he's never going to.
Right.
And then also being like, so you should feel empowered as a woman to book the airplane tickets and to pick the hotel room, which I don't agree with too, because like, I mean, I guess it's different because that's not our dynamic. And I would never just like pick something and you just be like, okay, do whatever you want. I would feel like you didn't care.
Right, exactly, yeah.
And I also would be like, okay, well, I don't want to book a hotel room outside of our budget. So I would probably even book what he's saying he would do, like probably book not the best seats and a hotel that's like in between. Cause I wouldn't want to like spend more than you're comfortable with. And I know we could have a conversation about it, but then if we can have a conversation about it, why can't we both book it at the same time? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just, a lot of it doesn't make sense. I get what he's getting at because yes, men don't care as much about those sort of details. That part is true. But to act like men don't care about it and we want to sit in the cramped airplane seats is a lie.
It's sort of kind of in a way as if I gave you my credit card and I said, go buy yourself a nice Christmas gift.
Right.
Right? It's, you could do that for sure. But at the same time,
it doesn't have the same meaning.
Right. And so, and the way I think about it too is like, I get his point, right? Men can handle discomfort. They don't care about some of the finer things in life sometimes. But at the same time, I think one, like you said, the romantic side of it is being thoughtful as we talked about before. In fact, I would add to it because we did the episode on romance for a guy or being romantic as a guy.
Mm-hmm. That was last week.
Right, that was last week. It's also, it's not just being thoughtful, it's putting effort in. So it's being thoughtful and putting effort in. That was the part I missed. But, so that's part of it, is that you're planning this trip, you book all the things so that the woman doesn't have to worry about all these things. It's just, and it's a surprise. And you got probably going to get a nicer place than she would have picked out. You know, and also, I like to be a classy guy. I mean, I picked out your engagement ring, right? You know,
which a lot of women are terrified of a man doing that.
Right.
But you did a phenomenal job.
I have good taste. I know what luxury is. I know what's nice, the finer things in life. I want to show you as a woman the finer things in life, which I have an understanding of.
And provide them for her.
Right. I don't want to be like, oh, I don't know what's good or what's nice. I want to be that kind of guy. And that's what guys should aspire to be, is to be the guy that understands the finer things in life, that knows, that says, oh, you know, this is a better, you know, women are always impressed when a guy recommends a wine because he knows the wine, or says, oh, we're going to go to this restaurant because this is one of the best restaurants in the city.
Yeah.
right? It's impressive that he knows those things, that he understands the finer things. Or you go to a man's house, a woman goes to a man's house, and she sees that he has silk bed sheets.
Or that it's just clean.
Right. You know what I mean?
And he doesn't sleep on like a futon.
Yeah, some more luxurious stuff, right? So I think being sophisticated as a man and understanding these things is a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. And I would say too that like, I agree with the part of like maybe she does the activities, because I know on some of the trips we've been on, I've like tried to look up things for us to do while we're there and things like that. And I think that's fair. And even when we went on our honeymoon, like I did some research of places that I thought would be good and then sent them to you. So you still like got to make the final decision.
Yeah.
But I helped. Well, our honeymoon was also very long. So I also wasn't about to put like a month-long vacation on your shoulders by yourself, you know. So to give him a little credit, should he do every single absolute minute detail? No, that's not necessary. But what you said is if you do that for your woman, she will be so eager to plan the activities, to, you know, help you get some options if you need, and you still plan it, whatever that might be, hotel or restaurants to go to or things like that. She'll be so excited to do her part.
Yeah.
Like, we're not talking about where a guy plans everything and a woman just like acts entitled to it. Like, obviously that would make anybody upset. But there is that romantic side, like you said, that maybe just has been lost too.
Well, and guys don't realize that they need to pamper a woman in general. Make her feel special, make her feel pampered.
If we do a clip of that, they're going to come for your neck.
I know they're going to come for you, but that's treating a woman like a lady. That will make her act to you more feminine and let her drop down her masculine. She's not going to be as bossing you around and disagreeable when you're pampering her and treating her like a lady. It doesn't mean you're getting walked all over. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Right.
You know, that's what I think of. But that's the whole idea, is you're getting this trip. You're planning out all the details. You know, you're that kind of guy, that you're putting the thoughtfulness and effort into it. So I think it's a cop-out to say that, you know, if you don't know how to figure out this stuff as a guy, figure it out. That's the effort part of it, right? You know, I mean, I consider myself to have good taste, but I looked when I got your engagement ring and I figured out, maybe it'd be hard for me to figure out, but I did figure out what you would like and what I like. And part of the reason why you like it is because I picked it out and I put thought into it. So
yeah, well, you picked out a better one than I even realized that I wanted. So you did a great job. But yeah, it's, you know, and I know a lot of men think like this, but I feel like if more men thought like you're explaining and was more romantic, it also, get easier for them. Like the more you practice it, the easier it gets with anything that you do. So the more you practice being romantic and putting the thoughtfulness in, it will become a habit of being thoughtful, and it'll become easier to be romantic.
Right.
So the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and you'll get a better response from your wife, like you said, and that should make her respond better to you as well. Like I said, if you're planning the whole trip, she should be wanting to help you in all the other ways, like the activities or anything else.
Right, exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
it's the thought behind it, and that you're trying to pamper her, like you said, and make her feel special.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, before that turns into, well, no, that wasn't that long, but before that turns into the whole episode, we'll get into the top.